Can we start?
I think, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, Mr. Mithun, we can start.
So I think Jason, Aslam, and Saki, right? So nobody knew, so we know each other. So this
Yeah.
section, without any introduction, I'm going to touch base on guarantees. In different types of guarantee that you will come across in your career, or when you are administering a contract, we have to have an idea about different guarantees and why we using those guarantees, what is the function of the guarantee, and the contractual standpoint and legal standpoint of this guarantees. So, uh, as you know, we have performance guarantee, advance payment guarantee, retention guarantee. Then what else? We have a tender guarantees, and we have a performance guarantee for the DLP period. So we have different guarantees actually, which is called guarantee, or in FIDIC form of contract, we call it as a securities, so like performance securities, or a performance bond, advance payment bond, tender bond, all different kind of guarantees we come across actually. So the main intention of this session is first understand what is a guarantee, and what is the purpose of a guarantee, and why it is the percentage is like 10%, 20%. Why the main reason for that, or these are the main intention I'm going to of this session for sure, and we will definitely touch base different guarantees that will come across in our contract administration cycle also. So, first, let us start understand what is guarantee. So when you say a performance guarantee, what do you mean by that, and what is the function of a performance guarantee? Anybody knows what is the? I know, I'm sure you guys will have a knowledge of the guarantee for sure, or security for sure. Someone could tell me what is the function of a guarantee in a contract, and why we need a guarantee in a contract. We have only four members over here, so anybody can try answering this question.
In order
Giving
to get a
assurance.
safety,
Sorry,
in order to get a safety for the employer,
in terms of,
safety, financial safety.
okay,
Giving assurity for the work or amount which you are getting from
if giving a surety for the work or amount of, okay,
which you are getting from them.
yeah. So both explanations are almost the intent is there actually. What Jackson and Islam explained, that intent is actually there. So basically, uh, a security, it's as name indicates, it's a security or guarantee. When you say a guarantee, there is a contract between two parties, and the third party, he is guaranteeing for that. If you see performance security, a bank is giving guarantee for the work of the contractor. So I am entering into a contract with I'm a contractor. I'm entering into a contract with a client or an employer. And I told him like this, for the contract value of 100 million, I'll be constructing this building. This is the contract, okay, but I need to ensure this is a big amount of money employer investing, and he's paying a big amount of money. So I have to ensure okay, this is the guarantee I'm giving assurance for my performance. I'm giving 10 percentage or X percentage of performance guarantee to ensure my performance, so that I will not failure. Then the bank, the guy, the employer will say, I don't trust you, buddy, because you are a contractor, I'm an employer, and you telling me the performance, you will do the performance, but I need somebody else to guarantee you. That is the point where the third party come to the picture. So usually in our construction industry, a financial institute, a bank will be giving a security. So what does it mean? That if this guy is not performing, the bank will say, I'm taking responsibility for X amount. I'll tell you why this X amount, everything comes to the picture, but this is the intent of. So when I'm entering into a contract with a second party, and I'm supposed to deliver a work or a service for him, I'm telling him, here with I guarantee the performance. Okay, I know you're not going to trust me, but behalf of me, there is a bank. He will assure my performance. In case I'm not performing, you can take the money from bank. So basically, performance of one party is assured by a third party. That's the base of the a guarantee. If you look at legal perspective, so it's a triparty agreement actually. So we know performance security, advanced payment security, retention security, tender security, many guarantees we know. But if you look in legal perspective, it's always a triparty agreement. It's always an agreement, triparty agreement between three parties. Like if you know your performance security, you can see that the contractor is the employer is the and the bank is the for sure. The format, everything will be already annexed in the contract usually, but this three party will be there. Usually the party just for time being forgot about our contract. Just imagine I'm taking a loan from Jageshnan. Okay, Jageshnan will give me some amount. So, but he needs some surety because he giving some money to me. He don't have any. He need assurance from somebody else. Okay, like what if this guy is not paying me? So Saki will tell Jayashna, don't worry. If Mithun is not paying you, I will pay you. I will take responsibility. Okay, so this is something a guarantee or triparty agreement form. Jayashna who give the money is called a creditor, and me who taking the money is called debitor, and Saki who giving the security is called surety. So in a legal terms, in if you look into guarantee, these three essence will be there. Like a creditor will be there, a debtor will be there, and a surety. Normal case, surety can be a financial institute or can be a person also. Because sometimes I face a question from people like, what is the difference between guarantee and bond? So if you look at legal perspective, the guarantee, as I read and understand, even if I can give a guarantee as a surety. If this guy is not performing, I can step in and I will do the work for you. Something like that, okay. But bond, I think it has to be always from a financial institute, like a bond given by maybe a bank or some institute should be there, as per my understanding, and that's what I understand from reading different books. So that is about legal aspect of guarantee. I prepared a long note and things which I will be sharing with you after this class. So let me give a small example over here which I got from Google. So a surety requests a creditor to lend 10,000 dirham to the debtor, and surety guarantee that if creditor is not paying, he will pay. He will step and pay. Basically, the same example. Jayeshna giving me some money, and Saki telling Jayeshna like if Midun is not paying you back, I can pay you back. That's basically the essence of a guarantee, which called a triparty agreement or something like that. So and in a performance guarantee or any guarantee, forget about the performance guarantee, in any guarantee, it almost, not almost, it equal to a contract actually. It has parties, it has a consideration, it has legality, it need capacity to sign it, it need a possibility of performance, it had need a free consent. So in my our previous sessions we explained the, excuse me, the basic elements of a contract, like offer, aspirants, consideration, possibility, performance, and the capacity of parties, free consent, legality, certainty of terms. All these elements should be there in performance security also. Oh, sorry, my only the performance security come to my mind, but for any security or any guarantee. So if somebody told you to review the guarantee, you this thing will be in your mind. Okay, it's a contract with three parties, tri-party agreement basically. Okay, so each of this party, like in our construction contract, like a contractor, employer, and the bank has some like responsibility and liability towards. As a, what do you call that, contractor, he has to ensure the performance, and the employer, he has to ensure the payment, and the bank, he's taking security and ensure the work is being done. In the event of a failure, he has to step in and deliver the amount which is agreed. Okay, so this is what I talk in the general perspective of a contract or legal perspective of a contract. But coming to a what do you call that, in our construction contract, we have a FIDIC form of or a NX form of contract which specify the requirement of a performance security. as a first condition. Performance security is a very important point in any form of contract, and failure to submit a performance security, you can terminate the contract actually. If a contractor cannot submit a performance security, means the work is starting without the assurance of a performance. That's if he failed to perform, we don't have any mechanism to cover it. Okay, basically a guarantee you can define different types actually. It could be a specific guarantee, continuing guarantee, conditional guarantee, unconditional guarantee. So specific guarantee means like what we see in our construction projects, the guarantee for a project, and that guarantee is applicable only for that project only. When you move next project, you have to have its next guarantee. Continuing guarantee is like not applicable in our project, our type of work actually, but when somebody is delivering a service for a long period of time, so one transaction, second transaction, third transaction. So they don't get separate guarantee for this. What they do is like they take a continuing guarantee, like a party assurance for a period actually. This period, some 1 year, 2 year period, whatever transaction, I'm taking responsibility. If he is not the guy, debtor creditor not performing, the bank or surety will step in and do the work, or not do the work actually, ensure that performance actually. Okay, in this scenario, like the debtor who taking the money has the responsibility to ensure the service, and he has to indemnify the parties also, because if surety is giving assurance to the creditor who giving money to him, he has a responsibility to indemnify him from all the potential issues. I don't say claim, I don't say any other expense, all issues. Okay. And a guarantee can be two types actually, mainly what you could see in your construction, like conditional and unconditional. I will explain in detail like what is unconditional and conditional guarantees. So now coming to the types of guarantee. Before that, if anybody know why this guarantee is a 10 percentage? Why? Because you might have seen the guarantee which is 10
Mithun,
percentage.
before you go to next, can I have one silly doubt, please?
Yes, Aslam. Don't say silly. It will be a genuine doubt, I'm sure.
No, actually, the word you are using, guarantee, bond, and security, everything you mean the same thing, right? Or
The
is
same thing only actually. But if you look in different forms of contract, they use different words actually.
Hmm.
I've seen guarantee, I've seen security, I've seen bond also.
Hmm. But for example, if you are saying performance guarantee, it can be a bond from bank or it can be a security check, right?
No, security check will not. Security check, there is no tri-party, right?
Hmm. Hmm.
The first
So,
thing is, it should be equal as a contract.
hmm.
Security check cannot be considered as a performance at all. It's not guarantee.
Oh,
It's
so
a piece of paper given by a bank, so that if the money is there, you will get it. That's it, or else it bounce back.
so which means if you speak about the guarantee, it should be from the bond. It should be from bank only. It should be bond. Huh?
What I understood reading different books,
Hmm.
guarantee may or may not be from a bank. If I also can give a guarantee to somebody else, but a bond, it should be from a bank actually. Only a financial institution can give a bond. Maybe different people will have different opinion about it. This is what I understood from different books and things.
In that case, guarantee also only two party can give. Na, like security check also is a type of guarantee. We cannot consider like that.
No, in a guarantee, it need to have all the elements of a contract.
Hmm. Hmm.
All elements
Okay.
of contract. Security check, you don't have any element of contract. It's first definition of a guarantee is a third party giving surety for a work or a performance of
Hmm.
a second party. Here he's not giving a surety, right? It's just a piece of nothing is written. It's a check only. If you
Hmm. Hmm.
deposit, you may or may not get money.
Hmm.
But if you look into performance security or performance guarantee, it's a detailed wording is there.
Hmm. Hmm.
Different obligations be listed down, party's name is listed down, contract reference is there, everything is there in the guarantee, or because in FIDI form of contract we call this a performance security, right, not guarantee.
Hmm. Okay.
Okay,
Okay, Mr. Madhu.
so any other question from anybody else?
Sir, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sir,
Yeah, Jayesh, go ahead.
sir as you said that this guarantee is a contract. It's a third party, this, tri agreement contract, right?
Right party agreement, yeah.
tripartite. So will it be accompanied by a security check?
No, security check. This guarantee itself is a big money,
Oh,
Jagesh.
okay, okay, sir.
Okay,
Okay, okay.
I'll explain you that point actually. So,
Okay.
as I mentioned, there's two type of guarantees. When you think of guarantee, what is coming to your mind?
Sorry, sir.
When you heard the word guarantee, what is coming to your mind actually?
Actually, to be frank, a security check is coming into my mind.
Wrong. That's it. Take out.
Ah, okay, 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 sir. Thank you, thank you.
What about Aslam and Saki? Like, what is coming to your mind when you heard a guarantee?
We are promising something to, yeah.
Let me just share my screen and show how a guarantee should looks like. Uh, we are recording, right, Saki?
Hello.
Okay, so let me write down guarantee. Okay, the contract. So it will be in bank's letterhead. Okay.
Ah, okay, okay, okay,
Okay,
okay.
so this kind of wording will be there. So initially, in the first, there will be contract reference, performance security number, guarantee reference will be there, amount will be there, valid date will be there. Then it will start like our client, this contractor, enter into the contract with this company with ABC client, who known as employer hereafter. Okay, to carry out the supply installation of some scope of work project known as this amount, and the contract value is AED some value. Okay, why is there something like that? As per the contract, it is obligated to provide the security guarantee of to provide a security of 10% of the contract value of the contract price which is amounts to my typing is very bad, which is amounts to AED some value over here. Okay, it will start like this, guys. So maybe maybe sometimes they will put the particular contract reference in the first case, like bond reference, bond date, bond amount, then a contract name, contract reference, contract value. Then they will start. Our client ABC contract is obligated to provide this amount for security performance to ensure the performance. Our client, like bank, maybe ABCD, ADCB, yeah, ADCB or ANB will tell their client is this contractor. As per the request of the contractor, we giving the security performance, which is amount to ensure the performance of the work. And there will be a wording very important. The bank. Okay, so let's call B unconditionally and irrevocably. This wording will be there. What is spelling irrevocably? Okay, agree to pay the full amount to the employer immediately after the return request. You got his point? This is very, very important in terms of guarantee, conditionally and irrevocably, unconditionally. You got the point, or should I explain, or you know that?
Yeah, sir. 1 minute, sir. Sir, this Iraq, that is second word, no? What is that meaning of that, sir? Sir, you're mute.
Sorry. There's two types of guarantee, right? Unconditional guarantee and unconditional guarantee,
Yes,
right?
yes. Yes, yes.
So now when I say guarantee, the you imagine about a piece of paper, A4 paper with a bank letterhead, right? Not a check.
Yes, yes, yes,
Okay,
yes.
cool. So basically, there is two types of guarantee: conditional guarantee and unconditional guarantee. Unconditional guarantee means the employer has to prove the default. He has to prove this contractor is not performing. Okay, got it?
Okay, okay, okay.
But in case of unconditional guarantee, the employer don't need to prove this contractor is on default. That is the first case. So this letterhead or this guarantee paper, the contractor will submit to the employer in the very first thing when the contract is signed, and the first thing will be submitting this performance guarantee or security to the contractor, sorry, to the employer. That
Okay,
is the first thing a contractor should do. Okay, he will submit this paper, this guarantee. He will get it from bank will officially put in the letterhead, and he will mention like this: we are agreed on in the event of a default of a contractor, and when the employer submit this return request, immediately I give the full amount. Okay. So
okay,
usually in industry, there will be 10, usual what I have seen in industry, 10% of the contract amount will be you performance security. Okay. So the performance security will be usually 10%. I said usually, yeah. It now, however it is written, it should be 10%. In industry practice, as a customer practice, it's 10%. That's it. It can be 20%, it can be 30%, any percent. But normally, what I'm seeing is in this region, it's 10%. So the 10% or whatever the X percentage of the value, the contractor will submit to the employer. This guarantee, it's called guarantee. They will submit, or a bond paper or bond, whatever you call, they will submit to the employer. So imagine they submit the guarantee to the employer, and the contractor start performing the work. But after a couple of months, due to some issue, it could be financial issue from the contractor or their underperformance, some issue happened, the contractor failed to perform. Okay. So the employer given the first warning, they're not doing. Employer, there are some conditions when you can encash this guarantee. If contractor commit a breach and those breach fall under any of those issue which is coming under the reason for employer to encash the bond, then he can straight away request bank this, please encash this guarantee. So immediately bank has to give this amount to the employer. No need to prove it. Only employer has to tell the bank, this guy is not performing, I need to encash the bank, please give the full amount. That's it. In unconditional guarantee, you don't need to prove it. But conditional guarantee, the bank will ask you, just prove, guys. Just prove me that my client, that the contractor is not performing or he is commit a breach. Okay, clear?
And they will notify the other party or not bank before releasing the.
No need. In case of conditional guarantee, sorry, unconditional guarantee, immediately as an employer, I submit the request to encash the bond. He has to make sure the money is transferred to me immediately. That is the beauty of a conditional, unconditional security. But in case of conditional security, there is always a ping pong between the guys and they have to prove it. Many layers of differentiation will be there.
And this performance, this guarantee validity will be until when, Mr. Nutan? For example, we are starting project now. Until DLP, it should be valid, or
Performance security normal cases it should be valid till you obtain a performance security from the employer. Then only your obligation is completing. So you complete the construction work, then you have the DLP period, right?
yeah,
That's also your obligation. So only when you fulfill your DLP period and employer issue what do you call that, a
final.
performance security, then only this uh, the performance then only the performance guarantee can revoke actually. Until that date, it should be valid. Yeah, no, not taking your certificate. Taking your certificate plus DLP. After DLP, if everything is fine, the employer will issue a performance security.
Final
After
acceptance certificate, something. FAC.
we call performance security in PT form of contract. So
Mm.
something like final acceptance or whatever. So after that only you can you will be getting this performance security back. Clear?
Sir, one doubt, sir.
Yeah.
Mm.
Sir, as you said that the contractor has to submit the performance security to the employer first after he is getting it from the bank, right?
Yeah.
So how will the contractor will get that guarantee from the bank? Is there any procedure for getting that?
He has to go to the bank and she should show the contract document or LOA document and tell him, dear bank, I had entered into a contract with this employer. So as part of contract clause number 4.2, it's obligated to provide a performance security. And in every contract, you will have a sample annexed with that. So the bank he will show a bank. This is the format which we agreed. So I'm requesting you to provide a guarantee in this format in name of employer. The principal is employer actually.
Okay. Is that the only thing we need, or if the bank asks
You have to
any
pay the
more?
money.
Yeah, the 10% of that.
I don't know what amount because sometimes if a good client, you are a reputed contractor, you may not need to pay less premium because you will have hundreds of transactions with that bank. So sometimes bank will say, okay, you don't need much premium, you pay this much only. But if you're a very small contractor, you don't have much transaction, the bank will say, give me this money first, then I can give you guarantee.
So that money will be the percentage, some percentage of the total contract value, right?
That's what I tell. Usually, in this region, performance security is 10% of the contract amount. Usually, yeah. Nowhere in if you look into any of the legal part, you can't see the 10 percentage. But customary practice and common practice is 10 percentage. You know why is 10 percentage? Anybody know? Any idea? Normally it's 10 percentage. Why? Because first case, obviously, it's a standard practice in the industry. It's a customary practice. A de facto fact will work because if you go to legal also 10% is like common practice. The court will see, okay, it's not unreasonable amount, it's a reasonable amount. 10% is the amount which all the contractors are submitting. So this is fine. The first case. Second case, this 10% will be sufficient for an employer to find a new contractor. So if you are not performing, definitely employer will terminate you. Okay. So when you terminate the work and you have to find a new contractor. So when you get in when you encash this bond, they will get this money in hand. So that money usually will be sufficient to find a new contractor and appoint them in normal cases. And second is that it's a balanced amount. Why? Because it's for in terms of employer, the amount is sufficient or reasonable for him to find a new contractor. Even the new contractor value go a little bit high also. He already have 10% money in hand. So it's sure that it will not go more than 10 percentage. And if any legal cases, that will be covering 10 percentage. Again, the amount of money you going to pay for the consultant to find do tendering and everything, that also will be covering within this 10 percentage. And in terms of contractor, for him, it's easy to get a 10 percentage bond. Bank also okay to give 10 because ultimately you have to get a security from a bank. But if you say 100 percentage of contract amount, the bank might not be taking that responsibility. But when you say 10 percentage, bank, financial institutes are okay to give that amount. And when it's 10 percentage, contractor is not getting a burden of a huge amount. It's 10 percentage only. So it's when you say 50 percentage, it's a huge amount, but 10 percentage is reasonable. Okay, and it's industry practice. The de facto fact is there. So a contractor also can get the facility easily, and it will not give a financial burden to him. So because of these reason, the 10 percentage deemed to be appropriate actually. But I was seeing some contract even asking for 20% also. That depends on purely what you agree between the parties. But normal cases is 10 percentage. Okay. Doubts?
Okay, sir. Okay, okay.
So I hope you understand the guarantee, the legal value, legal element of guarantee you understood, right? Surety, everything.
Sir,
And I
one more
hope,
thing, sir.
yeah, go ahead, please.
Sir, this performance guarantee, what will be the timeline for the contractor to submit it as per FIDIC or any other?
Within 28 days, I believe, if I'm not wrong.
Okay. So, okay, okay.
Within
After
28 days, I
after
remember,
signing the contract, right?
signing the LOA,
Yeah.
LOA.
Okay, okay, sir. Okay, thank you, sir.
Okay. Sometimes, in the contract, in FIDIC is 28 days from the receiving of letter of acceptance. Sometimes in particular condition, we will amend it to make it 14, 10 days, whatever way we want. Depends. But it's a very critical thing, submission of performance security. Okay.
Okay,
Clear? So hope you
clear.
understood the purpose of a guarantee. The performance guarantee or security you're submitting to ensure your performance. Basically, a third party, a bank is ensuring a performance. If this guy is not performing, I have 10% of money with me. And if you say, I'll pay you straight away. Unconditionally, I will pay you. Okay. Let us put a small example, Jason. Maybe you have to, you will, if I talk in that way, you will understand. Okay. Uh, like you are constructing a home, Jayeshna,
Yes, sir.
okay, and you give a contract to me, okay.
Mm.
You did the tendering. Me, Aslam, Saki, we all participated in tendering, and I was the low. We all technically qualified, and I was the lowest bidder. Okay, mine was 10 million. Hafsal was Hafsal was like 12 million. Saki 50 million. But we all technically qualified, equally qualified. Okay. And obviously, the 10 million, I am the lowest. You give me contract.
Okay.
Okay. So you told Midun you start going to work, but what is the assurance? I'm trusting you all good, but we have a contract. All good, but I need because I'm going to spend hell lot of money. Okay. 12 million is not a small deal. For me, it's a big amount. So what is the assurance you're giving to me? Then we have a contract, a form of contract, which states you have to submit a performance security. So what I do, I will go to the bank and I will tell the banker, I have a contract with this guy. The LOA is signed, everything is with me. This is the copy of contract, this is the copy of LOA. Get me a performance security in this format. So Jayesh, now you draft what do you call that? A format, okay? You told this is the contract, and if Midun fail, immediately within 1 hour I need money. If I request you to now, within 1 hour I need to get money, and no obligation, everything should be with him. It will not, whatever you want you will write in that format, okay, and you give to
Okay.
bank. And bank is okay. Bank, I go to bank is say I will give you, no worries, but Midun, you pay me this much amount. I said okay, I'll pay this much amount, and I get the guarantee and submit to you. Okay, I started performing the work, but after 2 3 months, contract is 1 year duration. After 2 3 months, I faced some financial issues, so I could not get my material, I could not get my labors, I could not pay my salary to the staff, everything, some issues happened. So basically, my performance is not there. So what you do? Now you have to find a new contractor, right?
Yes, yes,
Obviously, you will terminate me.
yes,
Now, first thing, cost. Your second, because mine was 10 million tendering. When you do
yes,
tendering, mine was 10 million. Aslam was 12 million. Saki was 50 million. Okay.
yes.
So now you have to find a new contractor. That amount of money to find that new contractor, that should be covered over here actually.
Okay,
Okay. Imagine Aslam was 10.5 million and Saki was 11 million. Okay. Forgot about 12 and 15. Okay. Aslam was 11.5 million and Saki was 11 million. Okay.
okay.
So now if you go to Aslam, 10.5 million, right? You have to find half million extra to appoint this guy because you already fixed the budget 10 million. You was very happy. You take the bank loan for 10 million only. You start the work. But
Correct.
suddenly I moved off. So now if Aslam is telling 10.5 only. So that amount you will get from this performance security. When you encash this guarantee, you
Okay.
get 10% additional money. So that will be help to cover this zero point 0.5. Okay, Aslam telling 10.5. Yes, you have the money 10.5 because this Mithun done some work for me. So 10 million is there from the bank plus this zero point 0.5 from the guarantee, or you will get actually 1 million from the guarantee, 10%. So that you can cover from 10.5 in Aslam also.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
And if Aslam is telling no, I cannot work, I got a new job. Now you have to go Saki. Yeah. And Saki is like 11 million. So you are tip to tip. You have 11 million extra from the guarantee, you can straight away use it.
Yes.
Obviously, you may fail some additional money that's uncertain and it's beyond the control of parties that you have to suffer. Pain gain, confusion always risk is there. So that risk you also have to fail. This
Okay.
is the function of a guarantee actually. There are different conditions. Guys, if you could go through the clause number 4.2 of the FIDIC 99, you will get the more information if you could. FIDIC
Okay.
clause number 4.2, FIDIC 99 or 2017, whatever. Go to clause number 4.2. Just go through once. You will get what is performance security, when to submit, what to submit, when to encash. Everything is there.
Okay.
Okay. Hope it's
Okay.
clear. Aslam, Afsal, and guys.
Yes, sir. Yes, 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 bro.
If anything else, please ask me. I can spend some time for it because you have to understand because you definitely hope now you know how to review the guarantee, right? If I say how to review guarantee, you know which are points to check
Yes, sir.
because you understand the concept now and you
Okay.
understand the function of a guarantee. So now somebody give you the guarantee, you have to think first in a contract. It's a tri-party agreement, bank, contractor, employer. Okay, first thing. So it has to have a parties. It has to have some consideration. It should be legally because bank. If that some bank, I need because Jayeshna, you're telling you need a guarantee from ADCB bank. Okay, it's ADCB, yeah, ADCB, right? Yeah.
Okay.
So, but I get a guarantee from some Hilal or some other bank. So you don't
Mhm.
accept it, right? You want from this bank only. So
Okay.
capacity parts, this bank is not qualified. So all these, whichever I explained our previous session about the contract, you think from first point, you think in that perspective, third party, surety, guarantee, contract, consideration, capacity, everything you first think. Then only you should go through, okay, what is the contract amount, what is the percentage, what bank is telling, what is the validity, is it unconditional, is it irrevocable, all those points you have to check. Sometimes, guys, mindful, sometimes this bank will smartly put some extra clauses and things. Don't ever entertain that. You tell them no, I never going to agree this. I need a format in my way I want. That's it, straight away. You pay amount whatever to the bank, that's your headache. But I need a guarantee in my way. Clear?
Okay. 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 Clear. Clear.
I just want you to understand the concept and legal perspective of it. So when you get a guarantee, everything should flash to your mind.
Okay. So
Clear?
one down.
Yeah,
Yeah,
go
one
ahead.
down.
Yeah.
Sir, as you said about this performance guarantee right now,
Yeah.
but there are other guarantees also, right? Like
Yes,
as you
yes,
said, in
yes.
tender guarantee.
Yeah. So why I explaining performance guarantee to explain a guarantee firstly. and performance
Ah,
guarantee more critical item. That's the reason I explain performance guarantee. Okay, because I just want you to understand why a guarantee is required, why is 10 percentage, what is the function of it, and what should be the wording, and how can you review that. Now, are you guys confident about a guarantee or a performance guarantee?
yes, yes.
Now you know it's why 10 percentage also, because it's not 10 percentage. Nobody is written, okay, nobody is
Okay,
written 10 percentage, it's just a percentage only. But why 10 percentage? Because the balance of amount, the amount you can cover in terms of employer, it will be sufficient to get a new contractor, or the cost they're going to incur in new tendering. In terms of contractor, easy to get, bank is okay with that, it's a customary practice, it's a what do you call it, industry practice. So different reason is there why it's 10 percentage. Again, guys, I got this information from different books and all. So I depends on these books and thing and explain to you. I don't know, could be wrong also. There will be, could be other reason which I doesn't know. So I'm just giving a disclaimer. Okay, don't tell me like
okay.
you told me like this is the reason. There could be 100 reasons, but this is what I learned from different books and journals.
Sir,
Yeah,
uh, sir, this percentage, as you told, that is 10% is no nowhere written. Like,
I haven't
but
seen anywhere.
so
But in contract,
so
obviously, you will ask in contract when you're sending a tender, you will tell it should be 10 percentage.
yeah, yeah. That's what I mean. In the contract, it is mentioned by the employer itself,
You
right?
will tell, yes, I'll tell you why that percentage will impact you. Okay. Jayeshnan, and you telling me when you in your building our example, Mithun, I need 10 percentage of the contract price as a performance guarantee. So what I think, okay, it's the industry standard, okay, to give. And if I go to bank also, I'll get it right. And I, because if I know the banker for many years, he will give me a discount of amount. He will tell you pay only this much guarantee amount. So I know to get the guarantee, I will be paying this amount of money. And this amount of money I will be considering when I'm submitting my tender. My tender sum will include this amount of money, right? Clear?
Yes.
So, but imagine if you told if you ask me to submit at 30 percentage of security, I'll go to the bank and banker will say first, bro, I cannot give you this much of big guarantee. And I will say, no way, bro, I have to get it because this employer is asking for 30%. Then he will ask, if you want 30%, you have to pay me extra premium of 1 million. So in that 1 million plus my OSP, I will submit in the bid. So you will be, instead of 10 million, I'll be submitting 11 million or something like that.
Okay, okay, okay.
Got my point?
Okay.
So when you say a percentage, that impact your bid also. Anything,
Oh,
whatever you asked for a contract or additional, he will give you, but on extra cost.
okay, okay,
Okay.
okay.
Now clear?
Yes,
Taki,
yes.
Aslam, Afsal, all are clear with this?
Yeah, yeah, right, clear.
Guys, I'm not explaining any definition. Okay, I don't do that also. Just want you to understand the concept and principle behind. So if you somebody ask you question, and this is a common question in interviews. If you go to the not just RICS, if you go to any interviews in next level of your career, they will be asking this basics of, because it's a critical thing. Like, they will ask why 10 percentage. So you're telling there's no written 10 percentage, but it's a customer practice, it's a industrial practice, it's the de facto is the, and why 10 percentage, you should be able to explain them. Clear?
Yes, yes.
So
Clear.
all other guarantee guys, the principle is same, okay, but the function is different actually. So let's start with the tender guarantee. So tender bond is the first bond or guarantee or a bond which you will come across. So tender bond, usually the percentage, I've seen percentage also, I've seen amount also, but I will never recommend a percentage because that will impact your bid actually. I'll tell you example. So in our previous example, Aslam, me, and Saki, mine. So Jayesh sent us the tender request, and he told us, I need a 10 percentage or 5 percentage of your contract price as a tender bond. So my contract price was 10 million AED. I will go to bank and I will tell, give me 5 million, sorry, 500,000 AED bond, tender bond in name of Jayagishnan. Okay. So I take 5 percentage bond in my hand and moved off. Then after that, in same bank, Aslam came. So Aslam is a very good friend of this banker. Then bankers will say, oh, same project. Oh, just now this guy Mithun took 500,000 of bond. 500,000. So he know that this 5% is the tender bond value. So 500,000 means I'm going to submit 10 million. So what he do? He will do smartly put 9.5 million and submit the bid so that I will be 10 million and he will be 9.8 or something and he will get the bid. He will win the bid actually.
Okay, okay, okay.
Clear? So usually, I usually sometimes ask for a percentage. Sometimes we will fix an amount also different, but there's a risk always. If you fix an amount, maybe the bidders will know each other. This from banks and other sources, they will know it could be. It may be a chance only. So what we do usually is like, and what the function of tender bond. You know why? If you don't have tender bond, it the bidders will not take it seriously. But when you submit a tender bond, I will address the requirement of bond in ITT. Hope it's clear. ITT we explain our first class. It's clear, right? ITT things and all. Jagishan.
TT, I think.
Yeah, don't worry. We will see later. So we explain ITT function everything. So what I was telling in ITT, I would say, dear bidder, I want you to submit the bid on this date. And once you submit the bid, and once I issue the LOA, you can't back off. Okay. If you back off, I will encash this bond. The bond should be valid till the performance bond. Okay, till the performance bond, this tender bond should be valid. In any case, you step out or you fail to sign the contract or you fail to submit the performance security, I will encash this bond. You know why? Because if he back out or he failed to submit the performance security or he failed to sign the contract, I need to do the retendering. I need to spend equal amount of time and cost because for an employer, maybe if in case of Jayesh, he may not be knowing tendering, so he will be calling a cost consultant and telling him, I can pay you this much amount, please do tendering for him. So again, he has to pay this much amount, and again he has to what do you call the time, a cost, everything will be there. So that's the reason you need a tender bond, and there's a function of tender bond. Clear, guys?
Sir, one doubt, sir.
Yeah, yeah.
This tender bond is also that is also included in the bid amount? No, right?
No, it's separate guarantee actually.
Guarantee. Okay, okay, fine.
Normally
Okay.
they don't buy that. They don't put that amount in tender because maybe that amount will put them L2 instead of L1. They know that this amount I will get it for sure, and instead of that performance security amount, they will cover use include in the bid amount.
So the employer will give back the other tender guarantee from the contract, other subcontractors, right? When the when one is awarded.
One is awarded, I will return all the guarantee to the other bidders. I will because I will be sending a there will be debriefing access will be there. There will be regret mail will be sending or debriefing time. I will say, guys, this time you're not qualified. However, thanks for participating. These are issues you are not being qualified, and this is your and I will tell them you can collect your bond from this office or a head office, whatever, like that.
When the contractor will give back the when the contractor can take it back the once who
Soon.
got
Like
the contract.
one the contract is LOA is issued and he signed immediately. I will call other contractors and take your bonds. We should give them back now.
Okay. For the other contractors, what about the contractor who awarded the contract?
Okay. What was the first thing we explained? The main thing was performance security. They have to submit right within 28 days.
Yes, yes.
So this guarantee should be valid till performance security because I need some guarantee in my hand, some
Oh,
sort
okay.
of money. Okay. If you have tender bond, okay, I can encash this money. So when you have performance security, I don't need perform. So he's up. I don't need two things. Take tender bond. I have this guarantee with me, so I can encash this also. That's
It will be a give and take, right?
I won't say give and take. So it will be like a relay running race. You give tender bond first. You run. Then you have performance security. Then you return back this tender bond, and you have security for the rest of the project.
Okay, okay.
Keep in
Okay.
mind, tender bond will be valid till you submit the performance security. After performance security submitted, no validity for tender bond and performance security valid till DLP or once you get performance. I didn't get the question, Saki. Hmm. Yeah, tender bond. I mean validity, right? Exactly, exactly. Yeah, exactly. So just to simplify, tender stage, tender bond. When you start contract, performance security.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
So always keep in mind there is no tender bond should be valid till the contractor submit the performance guarantee. And performance guarantee should be valid till the DLP period.
Okay.
Clear?
Yeah. Great.
Okay. So that is tender bond and its function. Principally, whatever we explain for the performance security,
Then
same
what is the
principle.
normal percentage of this tender bond?
I will not I will not recommend to put a sometime 3 to 5% actually. Normally, what I'm saying 3 to 5%, but it's better if you put a amount also is okay.
Okay.
It should be ideally should cover the retendering amount which you're going to spend, and additional resource you're going to spend, the time you're going to spend, the impact in the delivery. That's the genuine pre-estimate actually. So you can put 3 to 5% also fine. Because when you say 10%, the contractor will be reluctant to participate in bidding sometimes. Because basically when you take a 10% of the bond from the bank, it's a facility. You are losing the facility from the bank actually. Clear?
Clear. Clear.
Okay. So tender bond is that performance security you already explained. And now we have advanced payment guarantee. Okay. So basically for initial mobilization, contractor will be giving a 10% of the money. Sorry, employer will be giving 10% of the contract price as advance payment, because contractor, we can't expect as an employer, we can't expect contractor to take his own money and start working. Okay, if Jayageshan is constructing a home, he can't explain, he can't expect me to take my money and buy material for him. So what he should do is, ideally he should give me a percentage of money as advance payment so that I can buy material, I can mobilize my people, I can do all initial activities. So this is called advance payment. To give advance payment, because if you're giving some money, there should be some assurance also. So Jayesh is giving me 10% of the money as advance payment. So he will ask me, Mithun, I can give you this money, and I know that you have to start initial mobilization and you have to do this ABCD work, but give me a bond from what do you call that, a guarantee from the bank. If you're not repaying me, I will tell bank to pay me. Same our concept, debtor, creditor, and surety. Okay, if I'm not pay, if he give me the money, and I would say like you can deduct from my what do you call that, interim payments, like in from my certificate you can deduct in equal installment whatever we agreed. And this advance payment guarantee should be valid till you recover the full amount. Okay, clear?
Okay. Okay.
So basically, you have advance payment. You pay me extra amount, advance amount to me, and you need a surety from bank, to ensure, like, if I'm not paying or I'm not performing, bank will step in and pay you back. That's it. So, normal cases, the prerequisite to get the advance payment is like you have to first submit the performance security, then you have to submit the advance payment security, then you have to sometimes insurance also depends. Then only you will be getting the money. Okay. So
Sir,
performance, yeah.
sir, normally I have seen, as for my knowledge, this advance payment
Mhm.
guarantee. As you said, sir, I have seen it many times. The contractor is submitting a security check as this advance payment guarantee.
What FedEx says, FedEx nobody says about this security check. Guys, security check, there is no assurance there is a money in that. What if I have zero balance in my account? I'm still giving a check. Can you get the money out of it? It will go to legal cases. You don't get the money, physical money. But in
Yeah.
case of guarantee, you will get a, because the contractor has to deposit the money or premium, then only bank will give the guarantee to them. So always the surety of money is there. But if you give a check, there is no chances of money. There is no
Okay.
surety. If what if, man, if I have a some X account, there is some zero balance in that. So, but I'm still giving a check. If you deposit the check, it will bounce back. Maybe they will blacklist me. That's it, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
There is no
But
physical
most
money
of
for.
the cases I have seen that. That's why I just asked.
Don't ever agree that, but maybe contractually, if you agree, you in tendering or negotiation is fine. But if you following a FIDIC form of contract or any standard form of contract, it should be a guarantee or a bond or a security, whatever you call.
Okay, okay, okay. Okay,
Clear?
thank you.
So
Okay,
now
okay.
we touch base tender bond, bond or performance guarantee and advance payment guarantee. There is something more called retention guarantee. You heard of this?
Yeah.
So it's simple because now you know the mechanism why it required. So as per the contract, in every certificate, 10% will be holding or X percentage, whatever you agree in the contract. Normal case 10%. Why? That's why I'm telling 10%. Normal case 10%. That amount will be holding. But if you want to get that money released, if you ask the employer, can you give me that 10% to me retention money? Then he will tell, I can give you, but give me an assurance. Give me a guarantee from the bank. Like, what is the functional retention amount? You have any idea? There is a retention money will be there, right? In the as IPCs.
Yes,
Yes, yes.
even after taking our certificate, we have some obligation towards employer like warranty.
Yeah.
So this is a surety for that.
Yes, exactly. So this retention money, normally as per FIDIC or any form of contract, standard form of contract, they will be releasing if you holding 10, sorry, exactly 50 percentage they will release after TOC. The
Yes, yes.
50% rest they will release after the DL completion of DL period. And in any cases you fail to do a maintenance or a defect rectification, they will employer will use this money for that one. Deduct that money. They will use the money and deduct from your this. They will say your retention amount was 10 million, but you haven't did this work when we asked. So we used your money 1 million for that, and now only you have 9 million balance. Got my point?
Yes, yes.
This is a function of a retention amount actually. So if the contractor wants money in advance, they need a guarantee from the bank for sure. Yeah.
Okay, okay.
If
Yes.
Jason, if you advance payment guarantee I give you, you give me advance payment money, performance security I give you, and we start the working. So for the first payment certificate, you hold me my 10%. Then I'm telling you, Jason, please release the money. I need some, I that will help my cash flow. Then he will tell, bro, I can give you, but this money is basically in case you fail to perform in defect liability period, or if you fail to do a defect rectification, I need to use this money. Then I will tell you, don't worry. I will get you surety, a guarantee from a bank. If I fail to do it, you can use this guarantee and you can encash anytime. It
Okay, okay.
also will be unconditional. Okay.
Oh, okay, okay,
So
okay.
basically, these are the main guarantees security we could see in a construction industry. I think there will be more also. I have seen some defect, what do you call that? Defect notification guarantee. All those. So when somebody asking extra money, there will be a bond for sure, right? And nobody give a extra money of free. If contractor asking for a extra advance payment, then also will ask for the guarantee, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Any
Sir,
extra money, extra service, they will ask for the guarantee.
sir, this retention board, no.
Yeah,
This so as you said that if the contractor is requesting the employer to release the retention,
yeah.
then at that time only the retention bond is required, right?
That time only, that time only. If some, just two scenarios I have seen. Sometimes contractor will ask some e-certificate I can give to release. Or sometimes when TOC is issued, they will get 50% anyway, but they
Yeah.
will ask 100%. Then for the
Ah,
50 rest 50%, they will submit. We ask for the bond actually.
okay, okay, okay.
Yeah,
So it is a ultimately the call is by the contractor, right?
because they are getting cash in hand in advance, so benefit for them, right?
Yeah, okay, okay.
Always
Okay.
physical money is something we need, not the paper money, guarantee
Ah,
money, what you call,
okay.
So I think that's what I planned today. I covered all those things. Like we covered the guarantee, we cover the intent of guarantee, we cover the principle, we touch base like 3 4 times guarantee also. I think that's what my plan. I covered that also. Any question, any doubt, anything, just ask us, guys.
Yes, Mithun, I want to ask one more silly question. Excuse me.
Yeah. Aslam, go ahead, man.
Mithun, in some of the cases, if
Mm.
we are not, our payment terms doesn't have advance payment,
Yeah,
and we have only intermediate payment, let's say.
yeah,
I am supplying my material, but
yeah,
employer or main contractor is not paying to subcontractor or contractor. In
yeah.
this case, how the subcontractor or contractor will be recover his money? Is there any bond or anything employer need to give to subcontractor or contractor?
Employer don't have any contract with the subcontractor, right? Why should employer give any guarantee to you? Because you have contract with the main contractor or subcontractor.
Yes, let's say I'm entering into a project without any advance, and already I give my 10 percentage performance guarantee also to him. I'm
Okay.
supplying my material, first
Yeah.
intermediate, non second. I'm supplying my material as per the contract, but
Yeah.
he's not paying back the money. What I will do now?
Who not paying back the money?
Employer.
You are not supplying to employer, right? You're supplying to your main contractor.
Okay, main contractor is not paying money to me. How I can secure my, because already I give my 10 percentage money also guarantee also
Mm.
to him. Again, I'm supplying material also, but I'm not getting my money at right time. So
Right
is
then.
there
It's all your risk.
there is no
One thing you can do is like Lian, hold the ownership of title.
hmm.
Okay.
What
You
what I
don't
didn't get it. Once again what?
or title of ownership.
Mm-hmm.
Because when you deliver the material,
Okay.
because example material on site, the
Hmm.
owner become the employer, right?
Hmm.
So you tell them the title of ownership is still with me. Unless you pay, I don't give you. But trust me, it will not be agreed by anybody. If you tell this, they say no, I don't want you.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you have this, it's called LIAN, LIAN. If you have this, you can sue the employer. You can tell this main contract is okay, fine. I'm having contract with him only. But you are getting benefit. It's your project. You pay me straight away.
Hmm.
So, but normally waiver of lane will be there in the contract actually, if all because they know that employer will know the
Hmm.
subbies or supplier will come with these comments because main contract sometimes delay the payment. So
Hmm.
what they do is like always tell the ownership of the waiver of lien should be there. Like I don't want these issues.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Sir,
Saki.
uh, uh,
Yeah, exactly. That is no title ownership. But
sir,
yeah, Islam. Sorry, Jayesh. Yeah.
sir, for normally the supply and installation work, there will be advance payment in most contracts, right?
It depends. No, like sometimes agreed, sometimes not agreed. Normal cases, yes, agreed. Because
Okay.
if no advance payment, I will put that amount also into my bond because I need to get a bank. Maybe I will go to the bank. I'll get extra money from the bank to do initial mobilization. That amount plus interest I need to consider. I want to put into my bid value, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
So
That's what
that
I'm.
depends. That purely depends. Like what you agreed between the companies and contracts.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. Is he that rich? Uh-huh. So he failed to submit the performance security, right? Okay. He will not get any payment. Maybe, maybe when the cumulative amount is equal to 10% of the contract price, then after that he will start getting payment. He will hold 10% in hand first, then he will start paying as interim.
Okay.
So if 10 million is the contract price, and when interim value become 1 million, so he will hold 1 million in hand, then 1.5, the 5 million, sorry, half million he will pay it. Yeah, yeah. So he has to wait. He has to patiently wait. Yeah. So if nothing else, can we conclude?
Mm. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Mithun.
Thank you very much. If
Thank you.
something
Thank
is
you,
a
bro.
post in the group, I can answer the questions. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
Thank you very
very
much,
nice.
guys.
Thank
Good
you.
night.
Thank you. Thank you.
thank you.
Good
Thank you,
night.
Mithun. Thank you. Bye.